Welcome back to my walkthrough for Final Fantasy IX, my friends. We are about to head towards the Desert Palace. As you can see, I've been doing some leveling up, like I said I would in the previous segment. I've been battling Grand Dragons, and I made sure that all my characters rose their levels to level 40. Zidane and Quina are the exceptions here because I can't remove Zidane from the party at this point, and with Quina, she was my Grand Dragon killer, so Quina was always in the party. So their levels are a little bit higher than the remaining party members, and they might be over leveled at this point, but that's really not an issue. Of course, we get captured as soon as we get inside because Kuja was expecting us. Don't ask me why he put Sid with Zidane, because everyone else has their own separate cell. You'd think at this point Blank would notice that there's something wrong and he would come and investigate and rescue the party, but I guess not. Yeah, he totally caught Zidane and the rest of the party. Which is odd that they got knocked down as soon as they stepped inside the quicksand. It doesn't really make sense. Maybe Kuja placed a spell on the quicksand or something, who knows. Or maybe they all got dizzy from spinning around and just fainted. To be honest, as soon as we step outside and go meet Kuja, I would just challenge Kuja for a fight right now. I think Zidane could take him at this point. So yeah, we're going to head to Oeilvert, and in that area we can't use magic, so you're better off picking your heavy hitters here. So Zidane, Freya, Amaranth and Steiner, but instead of picking Steiner I'm going to take Quina with me, because there's a few new blue magic skills that Quina can learn there. We're going to get a new weapon for Steiner later on, but at this point I'm going to stick with Quina. Plus Steiner and Vivi always make a very nice combination, because Steiner will be able to use sword magic. Leaving Quina behind is a good decision as well, because all the monsters that you encounter in the Desert Palace later on, they will all be vulnerable to level 5 death, so Quina can get rid of them in a single turn. But like I said, Quina can learn a few new blue magic skills by visiting the Forgotten Continent, and there's also a marsh there, so we can capture some more frogs. So I'm going to take Quina with me, like I said. Of course you can choose whichever party members you want, but characters like Vivi and Dagger won't be very useful at all, because they can cast magic and their attack power is very small or very low, so you're better off with this party. To be fair, we really shouldn't trust Kuja, but it's not like we have a choice at this point anyway. And I need to put everyone in the front row. I had everyone in the back row because when I was battling Grand Dragons, in order to keep my party members alive, I put them all in the back row, since they took less damage that way. Okay guys, so I'm just going to demonstrate just how powerful Quina is in this area. If you already taught Quina the level 5 death blue magic, all that you need to do is use it, and Quina will finish this fight in a single turn. These monsters like to change between physical and magical guard, so depending on the sphere that they have on top, they will either be immune to magic attacks or physical attacks, but level 5 death gets rid of them right away. Yet another victory for Quina. And there's one monster here called the Ogre, and the Ogres can teach Quina the Matra magic blue magic skill, but we're going to encounter them in Oeilvert as well, if memory serves me right. Well, actually we won't need to do that because here's one, so we're just going to deliver a little bit of damage. I guess I don't need to worry about that one. To be fair, we could have learned this blue magic earlier on in the game, but we can also get it now, so it's all good. So let's just board the Hildegard. I love the Northern mythology references, but let's get out of here. This is probably one of my favorite sections of the game. I really like visiting Oeilvert because there's just a lot of things going on. But before we head there, there's a few more things that we can do. We're going to find some more treasures in the world map. There's 2 mountain cracks that we can dig up, and there's also 2 Chocographs that we can find. Plus we can capture frogs. We can advance in the friendly monster side quest. And like I said, you can also have Queen learn a few new blue magic skills. So we'll be doing all of that before we head inside Oeilvert. Unfortunately, we can't get rid of Zorn and Thorn quite yet, but we're going to have our revenge soon. I don't know why the black mages keep working for Kuja after hearing that. I mean, they're essentially saying that they'll break after they're done with their job, so right there you can already tell that Kuja's not going to keep his word. Because these 2 morons can keep their mouth shut and essentially just said that the black mages are going to be destroyed after they're done with their tasks. But of course, Zorn and Thorn are just puppets here as well. The Hildegard one moves a little bit slow, but we'll reach our destination. Can't wait to get the Hildegard number 3. And there's the marsh, that's going to be our first destination, and there's some chocobo footprints behind the marsh that we're going to use to summon Choco as well, so that we can get all of the treasures in this area. So let's turn around. You can buy items from Thorn if you want. I'm going to buy a few vaccines. Not that I need them quite yet, but I'll carry them with me. And there's the marsh. Let's see what we have here. This monster is called the Armstrong. If you played Final Fantasy VII, then you should be familiar with this monster. But it can use its cannon attack, which deals a lot of physical damage, even though it also misses a lot. But nothing that Auto Region can fix. And if you didn't learn Matra magic from the ogre in the Desert Palace, you can learn Matra magic from this guy. Otherwise, there's no point in eating one. So now we can keep going into the marsh. Remember, try to leave a female and a male behind, so that the frog population respawns more quickly. It's very important. It's fairly easy to capture frogs here. Just remember the females have red feet and the males have yellow feet, so that's how you can tell them apart. So make sure you leave a female and a male behind. You won't be coming back here for a while, so it really doesn't matter even if you catch all the frogs, honestly. But I would still leave a female and a male behind. So we got enough, and now we're going to get out of here and we're going to summon Choco and collect a few more Chocographs. Here we are. And from here we're going to get the first treasure. So let's open the Chocograph. As you can see, the reference point is Ibsen's castle. We have to pass the castle. And from here we're just going to pass Ibsen's castle, and the treasure will be on this cliff right here. There we go. So this one isn't too hard to find. So there's the marsh and here's the treasure. Right past Ibsen's castle. And now we're going to get another Chocograph, the Dusk Plains Chocograph. So from here we're going to go forward, and you'll notice the sun will start to set, which is a reference point. And just follow the shore. And you'll get the treasure. Very nice rewards. And now from here we're going to head to the other side, and we're going to use dead peppers to break 2 mountain cracks. So turn back around. And we'll go forward here. And the first crack is right here. I wanted to show this one first because you can kind of see the Hildegard from here. So that's the reference point. If you climb up a little bit, you'll see it. There's the marsh, but if you step up here, you will actually be able to see the Hildegard over there in the distance, see? So that's how you know you're in the right position. And now let's get the second mountain crack. To be fair, I already passed near it once, but I think it's easier to show this second crack after getting that first one. As you can see, they're both very close by. And we just got Freya's ultimate weapon, the dragon's hair. It's very close to Oeilvert. So both Amaranth and Freya are going to be hitting hard from this point on, which is another reason why we don't really need Steiner here. That was a repeat battle, and I cut out a few random battles, guys, but as you keep running around in the forest, eventually you will run into this guy. And we're going to give him an emerald. He doesn't even say thank you, but you can tell that he's happy. And we'll get a lot of AP for doing this. So now there's only one more thing that we need to do at this point. I do want Frey to learn counter. But we're going to encounter another monster if we run around. I'm just going to move close to Oeilvert so that then it will be easier. But there's a monster which can teach Quina the Earth Shake blue magic, and we want to battle that monster. So just run around here for a while and you should find the monster sooner or later. You might also battle Armstrongs, but maybe we'll be lucky. To be fair, you can learn this blue magic later on during an actual boss battle, but you can get it now, so why not do it? Here he is. We're lucky on our first attempt, which is good. Now keep in mind that both Freya and Amaranth will be delivering a lot of damage here, so if both of them strike at him, then they will finish off the monster. So let's have Zidane strike the monster once, and then Quina should be ready to hit him, because this won't be enough probably. That's what I figured. Let's try now. There we go. And this is going to be it for this segment, my friends. In the next segment we're going to step inside Oeilvert, and there's a lot to do there, but it's one of my favorite parts of the game, so it will be fun. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later for the next segment. Take care.